So today we'll be discussing about the Rann of Kutch in Gujarat in the month of December 2024, what you should be expecting in terms of weather, road condition, the crowd, and most of all what you should be packing. So now when it comes to the weather, keep in mind that the daytime temperature will range from anywhere between 14 degrees to 28 degrees, while the night temperature after sunset will range from anywhere between 5 to 12 degrees depending on where you are. If you're staying closer to the white desert, it will be colder. If you're staying in a village a little bit far off like Hodka, it can be a little bit warmer. But overall, be prepared to carry summer wear for the daytime and winter wear for the nights. It can get extremely cold, so for people who feel really cold, carry your muffler, your gloves, and woolen socks along with you. The roads are flawless, so you do not need to be bothered about the road condition. It's excellent. You can even self drive or hire a bike or ride a bike all the way up to the run. That's not a problem at all. You even have excellent network in the form of Jio and Airtel, which have very good 4G and 5G connectivity all over Bhuj and Run, so the network is not at all an issue. When you're traveling over there in the month of December, keep in mind that December is the peak season where everybody is visiting the Rann Utsav because it's holiday season, and it's also the best time to be visiting the Utsav. The Rann Utsav is at its peak with a lot of cultural shows and food stalls and even shopping stalls open throughout the evenings every day. So make sure that you end up experiencing the culture of Rann, that is Kutch and Gujarat, by visiting these stalls and also have spending time with the cultural program by sitting and watching the shows. Now when it comes to the things that you can do around Rann in the daytime, you can also visit Kala Dungar, which is the black hill where you can get a very good panoramic view of the desert. You can also, if you have time and you're okay traveling long distance, you can go all the way to Dholavira, which is the Harappan civilization, which is located very close to the Great Rann. This is a very good experience, but this excursion requires you to travel the whole day. It's going to take the whole day for you to go there and visit. There are also a couple of fossil parks that can be visited in close proximity to Rann of Kutch, and this is prehistoric fossil remains which have been found in and around the Rann. Now, when it comes to the local cuisine, you will find a lot of doklas, dabelis, buttermilk, and a lot of sweet food which you will get in and around the Rann Utsav. Make sure that you try out the local cuisine. It's all vegetarian and I wouldn't say it's healthy, but it's really tasty and it's worth a try. When it comes to what kind of clothing you should be carrying, it's a mixed bag. You need to be carrying summer wear for the daytime because it can get extremely hot in the daytime, and extremely hot I would say would be like around 28-29 degrees in the daytime. So you need your sunglasses with UV protection. You definitely need a good pair of shoes. Carry shoes which are very good, because if you have a bad pair of footwear, you can end up bruising your feet. Do not even consider doing this journey with flip-flops, because that's not the kind of place that you can go with flip-flops. If you want, you can travel with Crocs, but again, in the night when it gets cold, your Crocs are not going to be really helpful. Make sure that you have a good jacket with you, a sweatshirt or a jacket which will keep you warm, because it can get extremely cold and windy in the night because it's a desert. So carrying woolen wear winter wear along with summer wear is the perfect formula for traveling to Rann of Kutch in the month of December. The most important thing that you need to keep in mind when you're planning a trip to Rann of Kutch in December is that you need to be booking your accommodation ASAP, because accommodation is the hardest thing to get in Rann during the month of December, and the closer you get to Christmas and New Year, that's when the cost of these tents and the homestays skyrocket. And when I'm saying skyrocket, on a regular basis in the month of November or early December and January, the same room or the tent which will cost you anywhere between say 1500 to 3000 per person during the last week of December will skyrocket to around 5 to 10,000 per person. That's the cost difference that is over there, and to avoid this kind of fluctuation, it's better to book early. And if you haven't yet booked and you're still planning, go ahead and make the decision, either book or don't book, but do not go to book after the first week of December, because it's going to be really costly. Then you start planning your trip for January, because it's not worth spending so much of money to go there and come back getting the same experience which you can get in January, but just blasting a heap load of money. Accommodation wise, homestays are my personal recommendation because that's the best way to experience the culture and flavor of the Rann Utsav. These homestays are located in the village of Hodka, which is not very far from the Rann Bhumi festival. It's a great place to be going and it's a great place to be staying. Finally, when it comes to traveling, my personal recommendation is from Ahmedabad. You need 3 nights, 4 days to do this trip, and that's the perfect amount of time you need to be experiencing Rann. Anything shorter would be a rush trip, and then you cannot do Dholavira. You can just go to the Rann of Kutch and come back. For anyone who's looking to book a trip in the month of December, we have a trip. You can click on the link in the description. And if you have any queries or doubts related to travel and anything related to the Rann of Kutch, leave a comment in the comment section and we'll be more than happy to help. Till our next video, stay happy, stay blessed and stay safe.